This is Motoring Today, the Philippines' premier and longest-running weekly motoring news and features TV and online magazine. I'm Wee Gamboa.
And I'm Tin Gamboa. Here are this week's features to watch out for.
On Motoring Forum, we shall discuss about the elevated tollways in the metro. Our road safety reminder on the Young Street Smarts portion setters on the proper way of coming out from a garage or parking lot. This week's Spying Chuper shall be the importance of wearing seatbelts. Showcase this week shall have a pickup from Mitsubishi, the all-new Triton GLS two-wheel drive. While for race weekend, we shall have the highlights of the ceremonial flag-off of the Kagitingan Rally of Capas.
All these plus the latest news in transportation and traffic management, as well as developments in the automotive industry, are in this week's episode of Motoring Today. Join us.
Go beyond limits with the all-new Mitsubishi Triton.
Drive your ambition. Mitsubishi Motors.
Go beyond limits with the all-new Mitsubishi Triton.
Drive your ambition. Mitsubishi Motors.
Welcome back to Motoring Today. Here now are the latest news and developments in the country's transportation and traffic management. Utol means brother, and a new ride-sharing group hopes the name would resonate among commuters and ride-sharing partner drivers. There's a new transport network company in the market, the United Transport Operations League, or UTOL. During its official launch, UTOL executives touted that the company is an all-Filipino corporation looking to strike a balance in addressing the needs of both the riding public and the transport network vehicle service operator or driver partners. UTOL is looking to attract accredited TNVS operators to sign up and use its ride-hailing app. While offering its app to driver partners in the National Capital Region or Metro Manila, the ultimate objective is to go nationwide.
Ang Unified Transport Operation League, yan yung mga inaano natin na mga driver na mapagsama-sama o lahat ng transport na operation sa buong Pilipinas ay makumbis natin na magkaisa na lang para meron tayong representasyon na maganda sa ating mga mananakay.
In a press statement, UTOL says that to help TNVS driver partners, it is collaborating with different companies such as vehicle maintenance cleaning services and even insurance providers to provide comprehensive insurance to the vehicles at a lower price. It's also talking with automotive dealers to become accredited vehicle suppliers for UTOL partner driver operators and provide financing for vehicles that would be used by drivers under the UTOL network. UTOL is also offering various incentives to driver partners.
Ang UTOL kasi maraming mga points na binibigay. So isa sa feature na ng benefit na binibigay ng UTOL, sa 1 kilometro may isang point at yung point na yun ay may equivalent amount 1 peso. So kung ikaw ay makakaipon ng mga points na yun in a week's time, malaki rin ang maiipon mo aside doon sa kinikita mo doon sa pamasaheng binibayad sa'yo.
There are now more ride-hailing options for commuters. This should help, especially during rush hours when it's difficult to book rides. Meanwhile, the deadline for consolidation has come and gone with no word about extension. That means those who fail to comply with consolidation has lost their franchises. The DOTR is moving on and has promised to improve the modernization program. It is now May, and there hasn't been a major shock to commuters, with jeepney operators supposedly losing their franchising for not complying with the mandate to consolidate. As promised by transportation authorities, traditional jeepneys of operators and drivers who complied with the consolidation can continue to operate, giving them time to transition to use of modern jeepneys. The assurance was reiterated by LTFRB Chairman Teofilo Guadis during the recent SPMJ Butch Gamboa Memorial Forum held by the Society of Philippine Motoring Journalists at the Parañaque Integrated Terminal Exchange, attended by PUV stakeholders and other transport authorities. During the forum, the stakeholders were excited about moving on with the modernization program with a promise that the government will seek their help in improving the program.
Transportation sector, they're very excited to pursue the program. After the deadline, which will end in April 30, DOTR and LTFRB will be meeting with a lot of transportation groups, transportation cooperatives, and corporations to further improve the program and make sure that our riding public will feel it in the next years.
During the forum, the LTFRB also assured that special permits will be issued to jeepneys to temporarily serve neighboring routes affected by the expected shortage due to PUVs losing their franchises for not consolidating into cooperatives or corporations. At the same time, transportation authorities will work with local government units to determine the number of modern jeepneys needed in a particular route, a component of the government's public transportation modernization program. Let's hope that at the end of all of this, commuters can look forward to having safer, more efficient, and more comfortable public transport. Continuing, if you are affected by work going on to rehabilitate the EDSA Kamuning flyover, better check out the alternative routes identified by the MMDA. The MMDA has identified more alternative routes that motorists can use to avoid the congestion caused by the partial closure of the southbound lanes of the EDSA Kamuning flyover in Quezon City. These routes are in addition to the Mabuhay lanes that the MMDA promises to keep clear of obstructions daily. The partial closure is meant to facilitate work being undertaken by the Department of Public Works and Highways to repair and rehabilitate weekend portions of the flyover. The MMDA said motorists on the east side of EDSA going southbound may use the following routes. Route 1, from East Avenue left at B. Luna Avenue, right at Maliksi Street, straight to KH Street, Cambridge, right at New York Avenue, left at Imperial, straight to General Aguinaldo Avenue, right at P. Tuazon Avenue, then exit to EDSA. Or straight to 8th Avenue to Colonel Bonnie Serrano, left towards CP Garcia Avenue or C5, or right towards EDSA to destination. Route 2, from Camillas Road, right at KH Street, Cambridge, right at New York Avenue, left at Imperial, straight to General Aguinaldo Avenue, right at P. Tuazon Avenue, then exit to EDSA, or straight to 8th Avenue to Colonel Bonnie Serrano, left towards CP Garcia Avenue or C5, or right towards EDSA to destination. The MMDA also identified 3 routes motorists can take from Quezon Memorial Circle. These are, from Quezon Memorial Circle, A, turn right at Kalayaan Avenue, straight to KJ Street, straight to Miami Street, exit at Aurora Boulevard, left at General Aguinaldo Avenue, right at P. Tuazon Avenue, then exit to EDSA, or straight to 8th Avenue to Colonel Bonnie Serrano, left towards CP Garcia Avenue or C5, or right towards EDSA to destination. B, From Kalayaan Avenue, KJ Street, right at Ermin Garcia Avenue, left at 15th Avenue, pass through Aurora Boulevard, Pituazon Boulevard, Main Avenue to Colonel Bonnie Serrano Avenue, left towards CP Garcia or C5 or right towards EDSA to destination. C. From Kalayaan Avenue, left at Matino Street, straight towards Anonas exit or Anonas, right at Aurora Boulevard, left at 20th Avenue to Pituazon Boulevard or Colonel Bonnie Serrano Avenue, left towards CP Garcia Avenue or C5 or right towards EDSA to destination. Motorists should familiarize themselves with these alternative routes, which perhaps they can also use even when the Kamuning flyover fully reopens. And finally, even as motorists and commuters begin to suffer from worsening traffic congestion caused by the partial closure of the EDSA Kamuning flyover, the DPWH reveals that similar rehabilitation work will be conducted on the Magallanes flyover. The Department of Public Works and Highways has announced plans to start rehabilitation works on the Magallanes flyover in Makati City. According to a Philippine news agency report, the DPWH was awaiting permits from the concerned barangays for the installation of scaffolding on the lower part of the Magallanes flyover to begin the rehabilitation work. However, NCR Director Loretta Malaluan said the first stages of the Magallanes rehabilitation won't immediately affect traffic on the elevated lanes of the busy flyover. Work on the surface lanes of the Magallanes flyover will only begin once the repair of the EDSA Kamuning flyover in Quezon City is done, the PNA said. Still, this has not stopped the DPWH from opening talks with the local government units and the Metropolitan Manila Development Authority to come up with traffic schemes for those who will be affected by work to rehabilitate the Magallanes flyover work, the PNA added. At the same time, the DPWH said the Guadalupe Bridge along EDSA will also undergo rehabilitation before the end of the year. Motorists will just have to accept the fact that traffic congestion on EDSA won't be easing anytime soon. Worse, it may even worsen. All we can do is grin and bear it. And those are the latest news and developments in transportation and traffic management. Coming up next is Motoring Forum, brought to you by Suzuki Philippines. Has the establishment of elevated tollways helped ease traffic congestion in Metro Manila? Motoring Forum tackles this question. During construction of its various stages, the Metro Manila Skyway system was touted as one of the solutions to traffic congestion in Metro Manila. As the Skyway slowly extended from the end of the South Luzon Expressway in Alabang, Muntinlupa, to eventually reach the North Luzon Expressway in Balintawak, Quezon City, the Department of Public Works and Highways and its concessionaires talked of its many benefits. The Skyway would ease traffic congestion along major thoroughfares and the streets underneath. One DPWH secretary even claimed the Skyway, which spans from Muntinlupa to Quezon City and passes through the cities of Parañaque and Manila, could help motorists get from one point in the metro to another in just 15 to 20 minutes. The same reasons were used to justify the construction of more at-grade and elevated tollways linked to the Skyway. This includes the NLEX-SLEX Connector Road, which is seen to stimulate, develop, and also benefit motorists in Metro Manila, Caloocan, Malabon, and Navotas and surrounding areas. There are also proposals, now in various stages of planning or implementation, to build more expressways linked to the Skyway. One is a tollway from the Arca South in Taguig to the Batasan Road in Quezon City. Another is to establish a tollway connected to the Skyway and heading to Bulacan and the new international airport being built in the province by San Miguel Corporation. But many motorists are now questioning the wisdom of constructing more elevated tollways crisscrossing Metro Manila. Many complain the benefits touted by the DPWH and the private concessionaires are not being fulfilled. The Skyway was a boon during the latter months of the pandemic. But as more and more people began to return to work, as more people are going out, traffic congestion returned and worsened in major thoroughfares and secondary streets, as well as on the elevated tollways. Many are saying it's just too many cars on the road. Others point to the inefficiency of the RFID system. SMC recently released data showing thousands of Skyway users were not faithfully topping up their RFID accounts, which was the reason for long lines at exit gates. Despite many attempts, tollways can't fully implement cashless transactions as mandated by government. but users complain of load being inexplicably lost or unaccounted for. RFIDs not being read at entry and exit gates, further slowing down lines at gates. Then, there's the habit of Pinoy motorists of lining up on the wrong lanes and forcing themselves back to the cash lanes. Many are now asking, is it worth paying expensive toll to only experience the same congestion at grade levels? This happens during these so-called rush hours when people head to work or ferry children to school and when people head back home. All this raises the same old questions and observations. Traffic engineers are saying road capacity in the metro has reached its limits. Building elevated roads can't keep up with the increase in the number of cars being used. Many are pointing out what they say is the obvious solution: developing a more efficient, accessible, and affordable mass transport system that people can depend on to take them into and around the metro comfortably. To be sure, the network of light rail transit systems is growing. The EDSA busway has been a boon to commuters. A subway line is being dug that will have links to the LRT systems in the metro. The government appears to be more than willing to force modernization on public transport operators who resist leaving behind their antiquated vehicles and a boundary system that encourages drivers to violate traffic rules in the fight for passengers. There were efforts to encourage active mobility with bike lanes, but the government appears to be backsliding on that front. But back to the question of whether elevated tollways help ease traffic congestion. The answer seems to be not at the moment. Metro Manila has the distinction of having the slowest average motoring time in an international study, and there is a belief that it will remain to have that distinction for longer. Motorists in Metro Manila will have to grin and bear the traffic congestion they experience daily and hope that the government initiatives now being undertaken to solve the problem will bear fruit in the long run. That's our Morning Forum this week, courtesy of Suzuki Philippines.
Go beyond limits with the all-new Mitsubishi Triton.
Drive your ambition. Mitsubishi Motors.
Kailangan ng maaasahan, kailangan ng matibay, pang matagalan kasama mo sa pag-unlad ng negosyo. Modernong disenyo, kaya-kaya ang kargo mo ng tatak na ito. Isuzu Travis, level up with Isuzu. Level up mo yung negosyo. Isuzu Travis, level up with Isuzu. Level up with Isuzu Travis.
Go beyond limits with the all-new Mitsubishi Triton.
Drive your ambition. Mitsubishi Motors.
You're back with us here on Motoring Today, and we now have this week's important motoring tips. Starting off with some road safety reminders from Toyota Motor Philippines. Kung ikaw ay galing sa garahe or sa parking lot, stop first before going ahead. Give way to the vehicles already on the road at huwag makipag-unahan o sumingit basta-basta. Same with the pedestrians. Patapusin muna sila sa pagtawid bago ka tuluyang lumabas. Continuing with this week's edition of Motoring Today, let's now focus on proper driver's demeanor, especially for those driving PUVs. Here's Spying Chuper this week.
Payong super lang kaibigan, ako si Alejandro Patosa, isang kapwa nyo stopper. Huwag kalimutang magsuot ng seatbelt sa tuwing kayo ay papasada.
Gawing prioridad ang kaligtasan habang namamasada sa pamamagitan ng pagsusuot ng seatbelt. Siguraduhin maayos at gumagana ang iyong seatbelt bago mamasada. Huwag mo rin kalimutang paalalahanan ang pasahero na nakaupo sa harap na magsuot ng seatbelt.
Tandaan ang paggamit ng seatbelt ay isang epektibong pamamaraan upang manatiling ligtas sa oras na anumang aksidente. Ito po si Alejandro Patosa, payong super lang kaibigan mula sa isang kapwa New Super.
Go beyond limits with the all-new Mitsubishi Triton.
Drive your ambition. Mitsubishi Motors.
Go beyond limits with the all-new Mitsubishi Triton.
Drive your ambition. Mitsubishi Motors.
Welcome back to Motoring Today. World of Motorsports is next.
In motorsports news, Richard Gallardo was back on pace in the third leg of the 2024 Race Motorsports Club National Slalom Series held at the Parang Playground in Marikina. Reprising his performance in the second leg, Gallardo again set the overall best and production front wheel best time of day. Reigning Slalom King Paui Base of PMMS Rennsport Racing again ended up second in both overall and front wheel categories. Third quickest around the slalom course at the Parang Playground was Joseph Ortega of Ponga Racing, setting a time that topped the rear wheel production category. Rounding out the top 5 overall were Rod Shang of Sato Racing Team in 4th and Kiel Rafanan in 5th. Kiel Rafanan was quickest among novices, Paulo Macaraig was 2nd, Christine Torres was 3rd. The slalom continues on May 5 at Robinson Star Mills, Pampanga.
More on the world of motorsports here on Motoring Today, as we now give you Race Weekend. This race weekend takes us to the Estancia Mall for highlights of the ceremonial flag-off of the Kagitingan Rally of Capiz.
As you know, the representative of the FIA in the Philippines. Basically, we are the governing body for motorsports in the Philippines. What does that mean? It means that we are supposed to promote motorsports, especially in the following areas. No? Number one, safety. That's the number one concern. We make sure that the event follows safety rules, not only of us, but of the FIA. We govern it to make sure that everybody follows the rules. Nobody does cheating. Of course, nobody cheats. We want to make sure that motorsports is affordable. Because once it gets too expensive, namamatay yung sport. If only the well-to-do can pay for entering motorsports, the sport is dead. So that's applied to this rally. We make sure that the cars are safe. Number two, we have stewards, we have marshals to make sure that everybody adheres to the rules. And we make sure that the specifications of the cars that participate are not expensive. That's the role of AEP in motorsport.
AEP kasi ang adhikain niyang dalawa, no? Mobility, which is road safety, at pangalawa dyan ay yung motorsports, no? Kasama dyan yung rally, slalom, karting at kung ano-ano pa, no? So, madalas namin sabihin, susuportahan namin, pero alam mo, kailangan talaga, hindi lang salita. Kailangan talaga gawa at saka resources ang ibubuhos mo dyan para ma-develop yan. So, yun ang intention ng AEP dito sa ginagawa namin ngayon.
I'm a driver for Shell Helix DC Racing, otherwise known as Team Shell. I'm the defending champion. I won overall for last year's Tarlac Rally. So my objective for this year is to defend my title. The biggest challenge now is that the track is new, as I hear it, and it's all dirt. So it's a matter of, it's a teamwork between the navigator and me. And it's still a blind rally, so nobody knows what the track condition is. So it's like you're adjusting during the race.
We're having our official flag off here at Estancia, no, for the Philippine Rally, for the Cagatingan Capas Rally. At the moment, we have 14 registered rally drivers and co-drivers. No? We're still opening it up. We're expecting a little bit more. No? So far, we're happy with the turnout of 14 competitors at the moment. The difference with the Philippine Rally and Rallycross is basically Rallycross we're in a closed circuit course, no? And Rally we're doing a WRC style na medyo malayo yung mga distance where you're traveling to different parts of barangay, different parts of towns. You move on to the next SS, which we call, when you move on, that's the transport stage, no? There's a total about 68 kilometers of transport stage, no? And for the SS, there's a total 11 SS stages. So a total of 48 kilometers, no? So if you combine it all, I think we're around that 130 kilometers for first rally for this year.
Well, in Philippine rallying, we don't do recce for the event. We always do a surprise rally. Nobody has been there. So it's always a challenge on how to read the road. Now I'm hoping that this time it's going to be done in the daytime, that the roads can be read properly and called properly by my co-driver. I hope also that the weather will be on our side and it doesn't rain and flood the area. Rallying is a sport that we all love. It's not just about winning. I've been here for a long time and I'm very happy with my personal adventure. I hope that the young people would join the sport because of the sheer love of the sport and the adventure, not just for winning. Because if you don't program yourself to win, if you program just a finish, if you win an award, it will be more of a bonus and it will make you happier than always targeting first. And if you don't get it, you're always sad. Join the sport for the adventure and help the sport to become bigger and bigger for more people to enjoy.
Rallying is surely alive and well, with more events being held this year. Race Weekend is looking forward to cover more than the ceremonial flag-offs of rally events. And that's this week's World of Motorsports. We'll be back after this short break.
Go beyond limits with the all-new Mitsubishi Triton.
Drive your ambition. Mitsubishi Motors.
Our car of the week is next on Showcase, courtesy of Prudential Guarantee. After much teasing from Mitsubishi, the Triton has arrived. This showcase checks out the Mitsubishi Triton GLS two-wheel drive automatic transmission, one of the 7 options of the all-new pickup made available locally.
Mitsubishi Motors Philippines excited pickup enthusiasts by heralding the arrival of the Triton, an all-new pickup that replaces the Strata well ahead of its formal launch. The Triton finally arrived in the new year with 7 variants across 4 trim levels and 3 4-wheel drive and 4 2-wheel drive options. Atop the Triton variants with 2-wheel drive is a GLS 2-wheel drive automatic transmission. In the metal, the Triton GLS 2WD-AT looks even more impressive. It shares the same fascia that is all square and rectangles, exuding solid strength and durability, while still hewing close to the dynamic shield design. The massive grille flanked by thick C-shaped frames that house the headlights and fog lights while propping up the DRLs add to the striking quality of the Triton fascia. The GLS is 5,320mm long, 1,865mm wide, and 1,795mm tall, with a 3,130mm long wheelbase and a ground clearance of 222mm. The Triton cargo bed has an inner length of 1,555mm, a width of 1,545mm, and a height of 525mm. Those who will load cargo on the Triton should know the cargo floor sits 820mm off the ground. The Triton GLS 2-wheel drive automatic transmission has much of the exterior features of the top-of-the-line Triton Athlete 4-wheel drive AT, which can be easily distinguished by its metallic black bumpers, garnish, and gray accents. The Triton GLS 2-wheel drive features multi-projector LED headlights with manual leveling and auto on-off function, front LED fog lights, LED daytime running lights, LED signal lights on heated door mirrors that power fold and adjust, LED rear combination light, and high-mount stop lamp integrated into the tailgate, rain-sensing wipers, sport bar, roof-mounted short pole antenna, and 4 cargo bed inner hooks. The Triton GLS also features side steps, front undercover, skid plate, and 18-inch silver alloy wheels wrapped by 265/60 R18 tires. Mitsubishi also went all out in furnishing the Triton cabin with amenities for the comfort and other trendy needs and wants of drivers and passengers. One gets into the Triton GLS 2-wheel drive automatic transmission cabin conveniently with a keyless operation system. The cabin is roomier and seats quite comfortable, upholstered in high-grade black fabric with stitching. The driver and front passenger seats slide, recline, and adjust for height, but only manually. It's also roomy in the rear for the Triton with bench seat featuring a fold-down armrest with cup holder and adjustable headrests. The dash has some soft surfaces and appears well laid out with an instrument cluster featuring 7-inch color LCD. Set in the middle like a tablet is a 9-inch touchscreen display of the multimedia system that features AM/FM radio, Bluetooth, USB connectivity, and wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. The system comes with 2 rotary controls with an easy reach of driver. Mitsubishi is aware of how smartphones, tablets, and other devices are now indispensable in daily living and have installed 2 charging portals types A and C for those in front and another 2 for those in the rear. The system comes with GPS navigation and the audio plays through 6 speakers. Underneath the multimedia system are the central vents for the dual-zone automatic air conditioning system. The Triton GLS features a little bit of leather on the steering wheel and gear shift knob. The steering wheel tilts and telescopes and comes with controls for audio system as well as cruise control. During the rollout of the Triton, Mitsubishi execs said the all-new pickup was designed and built from scratch with customer suggestions called from many parts of the world in mind. One important objective was to make a pickup that is a comfortable drive in city streets, highways, and country roads, paved and unpaved. The Triton GLS manifests this objective with a pickup that is powered by a 2.4-liter turbocharged direct-injection diesel engine that generates 183 horsepower and 430 Newton-meters of torque. A 6-speed automatic transmission sends power and torque smoothly to the rear wheels. The comfortable ride is provided by a suspension system that uses independent wishbones with coil springs and leaf springs in the rear. Stopping power comes from a brake system that uses ventilated discs in front and leading and trailing drums in the rear. Mitsubishi is embracing the trend toward shoehorning as much advanced driver assist systems into flagship models. The GLS AT is in essence the flagship variant of the Triton two-wheel drive lineup and is crammed with ADAS tech. Driver assist features include active stability and traction control, hill start assist, trailer stability assist, forward collision mitigation system with pedestrian detection, blind spot warning system with lane change assist, rear cross traffic alert, auto high beam. Parking and maneuvering in tight spaces are made easier with 360-degree camera. And for safety and security, the Triton GLS two-wheel drive automatic transmission is equipped with driver and passenger side airbag, driver's knee airbag, 5 3-point ELR seatbelts, ISOFIX and tether anchors, emergency stop signal.
The Triton GLS two-wheel drive automatic transmission perhaps provides the most value for money among the 7 options rolled out locally. If you really don't need 4-wheel drive, then the GLS is for you. That's our featured vehicle in this week's showcase, courtesy of Prudential Guarantee.
Go beyond limits with the all-new Mitsubishi Triton.
Drive your ambition. Mitsubishi Motors.
If you're having problems sa cars, if there's any problems, especially with the paint, if you wanted to have the paint corrected, just let us know, just give us a call, drop by our shop so we could assess para we could show you and give you yung gagawin natin sa cars nyo, especially for the paint job. So we could detail the car and probably put ceramic coating on it. Our shop also offers ceramic coating, interior, exterior, engine, and glass detailing. We also offer premium car wash. We also do paint job, certain panels na kailangan natin i-repaint. So we also do that. We also do a wash over paint also for cars. So,
Welcome back to Motoring Today. The auto industry takes center stage.
Despite the heat, hundreds of people showed up over the 4 days of the 2024 Autofocus Multi-Brand Summer Test Drive Festival held at the SM Mall of Asia Open Grounds from May 9 to 12. A total of 4,519 individuals test drove sedans, crossover SUVs, MPVs, pickups, and vans made available by the 17 automakers and distributors who joined the festival. Of the total, 3,603 individuals chose to use either of the 2 courses designed to simulate road conditions and showcase the handling capabilities of the vehicles being tested. Around 916 chose to test the cars in actual traffic and road conditions on the streets of the SM Mall of Asia complex.
We are here once again at the Mall of Asia Concert Grounds for another installment of the Autofocus Summer Test Drive Festival.
BYD full electric vehicles were among crowd favorites during the festival.
Here on display and also available for test drive is actually the BYD Atto 3 and the BYD Dolphin. 2 of the most popular models of BYD right now in the market.
Chang'an made its full local lineup available during the festival.
From the Alsvin, which is our sedan offering, to our CS line, starting with the newly launched CS15, the CS35, the CS55. Of course, we have our 7-seater SUV in the X7 Plus, And of course, the Halo model variants of Chang'an Auto, the Uni series, which includes the Unity and Uni-K.
Making its first appearance at the annual Autofocus Multi-Brand Summer Test Drive Festival is DFSK Philippines, showcasing two variants of the E5, a plug-in hybrid 7-seater crossover MPV, and the Kendi, a full electric runabout. The Kendi was a very popular draw for test drives.
Ang DFSK Kendi po natin, sir, is may capacity po na 220 kilometers sa isang full charge. Napakadali po niyang i-operate.
Ford Philippines, a fixture of the annual Summer Test Drive Festival, returned showcasing its lineup of popular SUVs and pickups, as well as the newly launched Mustang.
We've really been so excited to come here at the Autofocus Summer Test Drive Festival every year because for us it's really one of the most sought after test drive events in the country, and Ford Philippines is always excited to be part of it. So here at the Ford booth, obviously, we have our lineup of vehicles actually headlined by the all-new Mustang, and here at my back is the new Territory Sports, this is the latest variant of the Ford Territory. And of course, our customers and enthusiasts can actually also get a chance to test drive our Ford Ranger, our Ford Everest, and of course, our Ford Territory.
GAC also brought its full lineup to the festival for the test drive, while also giving a preview of the MQ Hybrid, which may soon be made available in the country.
With GAC, we have our full lineup for you to test drive. We have, of course, the well-loved M-Zoom R-Style. It's right there, which everyone can test drive. We have the MPA, we have the MQ. We have also, of course, the GS8 and our newly launched M6 Pro and M8. Also on display, actually, is we have the MQ Hybrid for everyone to take a look at.
Geely Philippines also brought out all their models to the festival.
Geely has a total of 5 models, and all of them are available here for test drive. One of Geely's commitments is really to offer something that will fit any Filipino lifestyle, the modern Filipino lifestyle. So we have something from our GX3 Pro at the end. It's our subcompact, the newest model. And we also have models from sedan up until your SUVs and your MPVs.
GWM came to festival with a lineup with all manner of powertrains, ICEs, hybrids, and full electrics, as well as utility and lifestyle vehicles.
What we have right now, we have the full lineup of vehicles for GWM Philippines. We have the Cannon, the 4x4 pickup. We also have the Havals, which are our lifestyle SUVs. We also have full electric, which is the Aura 3.
Like all participating brands at the festival, Honda Cars Philippines offered some incentives for those who test drove their models and signed up for reservations.
In Honda booth, you can find our best-selling 7-seater Honda BRV, our new Honda CR-V EHEV, which is a full hybrid system, and our powerful and sporty Honda Civic, our versatile Honda HR-V, and of course, our value-packed Honda City.
Among the busiest booths with the most sought-after test drives during the festival was Hyundai, the South Korean brand that is a perennial participant in the summer event.
Hyundai is very happy to once again participate at the biannual Autofocus Test Drive event. For the customers, we have several cars in line for them. So we do have the family vans, which is the Staria, Stargazer, as well as the Custin. And we do have our award-winning cars, such as the Ioniq 5 and 6, which are back-to-back winners of the 2022 and 2023 World Car of the Year. And the newly launched Santa Fe is also available for test drive and is on display in our booth.
Isuzu showcased the 2024 Mu-X at the Summer Test Drive Festival as well as a current model D-Max. Nonetheless, Isuzu Philippines President Tetsuya Fujita revealed plans to roll out sooner than later the 2025 D-Max.
We have already launched the 2024 model year Isuzu MU-X. So that one is a new function like around view monitor, including digital recording system. This is the first for this segment, and also the wireless charging. In addition, we are planning to launch 2024 Isuzu New D-Max. So I'll give you that in the near future to the detail, the function, new things. So please watch Isuzu.
Jetour may be the surprise of the Summer Test Drive Festival with its model lineup seeing a lot of laps around test courses.
One of those that you can test drive is the Jetour Auto vehicle model lineup. Starting from Jetour Ice Cream, X70 Plus, we have the dashing, and of course, the recently launched off-road 4x4 vehicle of Jetour, the T2. We have an offering, special acquisition schemes for our interested clients. And our Jetour sales ambassadors are all happy to present to you, explain to you our scheme of ownership.
Highlighting the Kia booth at the festival was the full electric EV6, which was sought after by those wanting to experience battery-powered cars.
In here, we're actually showcasing the latest Kia crossovers like the Kia Seltos, Kia Sorento, and our flagship model Kia EV6, which is an electric vehicle. These models are available on display as well as for test drive. And on top of that, we also have the Kia Carnival and the Kia Stonic, also available for test drive for the public.
MG Philippines has joined the bandwagon of auto distributors offering full electric vehicles as well as performance vehicles. These were made available for test drives during the festival.
It's going to be a very exciting MG test drive for this run of the STV Summer Test Drive. So we have available here for test drives, I'll start with MG1. We have the MG4, our electric vehicle. We also have our latest launch, which is the MG3. And you can also see here and check out here the MG G50, which is our latest MPV. And you can also see one of our performance vehicle, which is the MG GT. You can also watch out in the coming days some exciting new models that will be seen here, only here in the STV Summer Test Drive.
Bannered by the new Triton pickup, the Mitsubishi lineup of bestsellers proved to be among the top-of-mind choices for test drives during the festival. The festival also was the best time to make reservations for Mitsubishi vehicles.
Basically, we have all of our best-selling products here, the Expander, Expander Cross, the Montero Sport, the recently launched all-new Triton, and the Mirage G4. So it's actually the best time to buy a Mitsubishi here at STV because we have discounts exclusive to the event. So for the Triton, the outgoing Strada, and the Montero Sport, you can get 10,000 peso discount and 5,000 pesos for the Mirage G4 and L300.
Nissan pulled out all stops to attract visitors to its booth at the festival.
At the Nissan booth, we have our full lineup on display, from our Nissan Almera with Nissan Connect Services sedan to our 100% electric-driven, gas-charged Nissan Kicks e-Power, all the way with our best sellers, the Nissan Terra and the Nissan Navara, and of course, our ultra-luxurious Nissan Patrol, along with our 100% electric EV, our Nissan Leaf. So all of these models are available to test drive here at the Nissan booth at the Autofocus Test Drive Festival. We also have a lot of interactive displays on hand for our guests and customers to check out all of our technologies.
The turnout at the Suzuki booth over the 4 days of the Test Drive Festival has made the brand optimistic about expanding its presence in the local automotive market.
So we Suzuki offer the 6 models for the test drive. One is the Espresso, and Ertiga, and XL7, Desire, and 2 Jimny. One is the Jimny 3-door and Jimny 5-door. We believe we Suzuki will be expanding our sales and market share together with Suzuki presence in Philippine market.
Toyota vehicles drew among the most number of requests for test drives over the 4 days of the festival. Toyota also had the most comprehensive lineup of vehicles, including hybrid variants of its popular crossover SUVs.
At the Toyota booth, we have the Yaris Cross Hybrid, the Corolla Cross Hybrid for test drive, as well as the Wigo, Veloz, and the Hilux GRS. And aside from our vehicles, of course, we have our value chain services as well. We have Toyota T-Shirt as well as Toyota Financial Services. So there's a lot of things to look forward to when you come to Autofocus.
Overall, the 2024 Autofocus Summer Test Drive Festival was successful in attaining the objective of bringing together those seeking to acquire new vehicles and automotive companies offering great new products in one venue. XPEL, the leading global manufacturer of automotive protection solutions, has arrived offering products aimed at keeping automobiles looking brand new inside and out. XPEL is looking forward to providing car owners and enthusiasts in the country the products needed to keep their dream cars looking fresh every day.
And in any market where we're still growing that market, product awareness is super important. And we consider the Philippines to be an excellent market. We know there's a lot of enthusiasts. They love their cars. They paid a lot of money for their cars, so our products are a natural fit for that. But along with that comes the education to educate customers about what paint protection film is and what is a good paint protection film, what makes it good. So our films have a 10-year transferable warranty. They're 8 mils thick, they're the glossiest in the industry, and they're also very installer friendly because at the end of the day, this takes a professional installer that's factory trained by XPEL to make it look perfect on your car.
And that's the week that was in motoring. Thank you for joining us. Also, please don't forget to check us out on social media.
Until next week here on Motoring Today, now in its 37th year of continuing service to the general motoring public with a lifelong commitment to promote road safety. In honor of our dad, Butch Gamboa, I'm Wee Gamboa.
And I'm Tin Gamboa. Happy motoring!